Coach, this is quite a day for you. So how do you feel right now?
You know, it brings back so many memories. 29 years ago, when the university hired me as the baseball coach, you know, it was a dream for me, and I couldn't have been blessed more to be at my alma mater. The program has progressed to a stage right now where Mike Glavin is taking over a program that is really set to take the next level, take it to the next level. It just couldn't. It's always going to bring back just these fond memories of the players who built this program to what it is today, and everybody who supported that, from the assistant coaches, but mostly from people like Jack Curry, who hired me after President Aoun. It's just been an incredible 29 years and a place to visit come back to my alma mater. Gonna have to edit that bit, you know, and you.
And you know what, Coach? You're standing here in a beautiful jet blue stadium, and beautiful, even a replication of the Green Monster here, playing the Sox. How much better could that possibly get?
11 years we've been playing the Sox. This is the 11th year. These are lifetime moments that our players will have in their memory bank forever and ever. I mean, what could be more special than to have a college player step on the field against the Boston Red Sox? It's just not the Boston Red Sox. They are the icon of sport in baseball, one of the icons. It's amazing that we have been able and been privileged to come down here, and the Red Sox have been so great to us. And today's going to be pretty special. We've got almost the whole entire lineup from the world champion team from last year in the lineup.
Well, I know you're very humble, and I know that you understand your players. I know you understand where you've been, but you have a lot to celebrate for yourself by bringing your team here, by being 29 years here. You've got to feel really good about that.
Any coach who's got to this point in his career feels blessed, but I've always stated coaches are blessed with players. It's the players that win ball games. Coaches, yes, we try to formulate the program, but it's the players who have to step in the mound and in the batter's box. And for those players, as I said earlier, who built this program, I'm eternally grateful, and to the assistant coaches who have helped me along the way.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. The game's about to begin here, so thank you very much for your comments and your thoughts. Have a good game.
Thank you very much. It's going to be quite a finish.
You deserve it. Thank you. John Farrell, you're playing a game today with the Northeastern Huskies, so how does that go off for you today?
Well, this has been an annual tradition that we've always had a chance to play an exhibition game against Northeastern, and for us, it's the first day that we get on the field. So while some of the other connections, obviously being from Boston, the fact that we get on the field, we kind of go through a full game, pre-game warm-up, pre-game routine. It helps us to kick off our spring training schedule. And this year probably has a little bit more special meaning for Coach McPhee and a great career that he's had at Northeastern.
He's been here 29 years this season, so he's been around a while. So he's going to take off at the end of this year. So he's had a good run.
Anytime you're in one place for that long, it not only says you've been successful, but I'm sure the number of players that have come through the program here, he's impacted them not only as a baseball coach, but as a man and a leader, and I'm sure has had an impact on their life as they've left Northeastern and gone on to be successful.
Don Ursillo, you know Neil McPhee from somewhere. Tell us about what you know.
Well, I know this. I think when you think about Northeastern baseball and you think about Northeastern, Neil McPhee's name is one that you think of. Someone that has spent 29 years with the university is very special, and he certainly is. I am also a graduate of Northeastern in '91, a little bit different from when he graduated, but still we share something in common, and that's a baseball bond, and I think it's terrific, and I wish him well.
Now, he's played here a number of times, coached here a number of times. Have you covered those games as well?
I have, quite a few of them, yeah. Since Northeastern's really been a partnership with the Red Sox over a number of years, having them come here every year in spring training, having a lot of the alumni come down, it has been special to spend time with him, and as well as the NU players that have come through, including Carlos Pena at one point.
You and Neil go back how far? Neil McPhee go back how far?
Yeah, I played for Neil when I was at Northeastern. I got into Northeastern in '91, the fall of '91, and played 4 years for Coach McPhee back then, and then came back as an assistant coach 8 years ago. So I played for him in the early '90s and now coach with him.
And then rumor has it that you're the coach next year.
Yeah, that's a strong rumor. I will be taking over for Coach, and 29-year history here at Northeastern for him as a coach, and certainly as a player. He had his 4-year career as well, which was outstanding. So big shoes to fill, and Tinker Conley was before him, and so there's two really big coaching legends from Northeastern baseball. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, and Coach has been great for me as a player and now as a coach, and really been helpful to me and allowing me to take over next year.
And what will the coach do after he retires at the end of the season?
I would hope that he's going to spend a lot of time with his grandchildren, who he always talks about, and see his family a lot more than, baseball. College baseball is a grind, and you're on the road a lot, traveling with the team and recruiting and stuff. So I'm hopeful that I'm sure he's going to spend a lot of time with them, and I hope he squares away his golf game too. He needs a little work on that, but I know he loves the golf, so hopefully he gets to do that as well.
And maybe you'll make a phone call to him every now and then?
Hopefully he'll be at a lot of our games as well, so I'm sure he'll know he's always welcome, and we were talking about that today, the assistants that make sure that he's here next year and see us down in Florida and that kind of stuff, so it'll be good.
So you've known Neil McPhee for a while, is that true?
Yes, my son was a good baseball player at Newton North High School, and Neil recruited him a little bit, and we all sort of stayed in touch, because you're kind of as a parent, you're in those circles with the all-star camps and the tryouts and all that sort of thing. So I was aware of Neil at a pretty young age, and knew his brother who was a house painter, wonderful man, and just a great guy. Everybody, 29 years at Northeastern, everybody loves Neil McPhee.
I guess he's been a pretty good coach.
Absolutely. It's been, I know a lot of young men have gone through there, and I think as a parent, one of my son's teammates went to Northeastern, had a good experience there, and I think most guys do.
So you've had 5 years with Neil McPhee. How does that feel?
It's been an amazing experience to work with Coach. Some of his tactics are, they're old school, and he's a hard-nosed coach, and it takes a specific type of player to be able to play under him. So being with him, it's definitely helped me be stronger mentally and be able to get through things on the field and off the field. He's not just the type of coach that sets your mindsets for on the field. He helps you with problems off the field, even though you don't realize it at first.
So it sounds like you're going to carry some of that away from school when you graduate.
Absolutely. The lessons that I've learned the 5 years in this program with Coach McPhee and Coach Glavin, all the other coaches that have come through this program while I've been here, it's not just about baseball here, it's about life, it's about development. So even though we're on the field with them all the time, you take the lessons that you learn on the field, off the field with you.
That sounds like a great experience for you.
It was. It's been absolutely amazing to be here for 5 years, and I'm definitely going to miss it, and moving on is going to be tough, but like I said, it's a part of life, and they've set me up to be successful in life.
So you've been playing for how many years now for Northeastern?
Yeah, this is my 4th year at Northeastern.
So all the time with Neil McPhee?
Yeah, he's been the head coach the whole time I've been here, and Coach Glavin will be taking over next year, and he'll do a great job of continuing the winning tradition we've had here.
So Neil McPhee moves on after this year, so you have one more year with him. How do you feel?
I after last season, we have high hopes. He's a great coach, and he knows how to get us to play our best. So hopefully we can make some damage in the conference tournament and possibly make it to a regional this year and do a great job with that.
So 5 years with the coach. How's that been?
It's been a long ride. Pleasant one though. He's a tough coach to play for. He gets on you, but he knows it's for your benefit. He knows your skill and your talent. So if he's getting on you, it's a good thing.
And when he gets on you, what does he do?
He puts pressure on you to play and to perform. It's great when he gets on you because he knows he cares, and it makes you a better player overall.
Sounds like the coach throws in freshmen against the big boys.
Yeah, honestly, it's a great experience coming into college. One of your first appearances that was actually my first appearance in college against the Red Sox, so couldn't have asked for a better way to start it off.
How'd you feel afterwards?
Relieved, nervous to start it, so I was just really grateful for the experience that most people would kill for.
And so how did Neil McPhee put you into that position? What was his reasoning?
I don't exactly know what the reasoning was behind it, but I know he likes to get a lot of people in the games, give people opportunities. So you know, new guy, new team, had me warm up the bullpen, go into the game, get a couple guys out hopefully.
And this is your third year with Neil?
Yes, third year.
So how is he as a coach?
You know, he's a great coach. He knows when to crack down on the team and when to get people going. He knows, you know, how to get people motivated to play better. You know, everyone likes playing for him.
This is your first year with Neil McPhee as the coach. How's that going?
It's going great. He's a great guy. Trying to get his 700th win this year. Trying to go out on top for his last year. So hopefully we'll have a great year for him.
And you're going to be a big part of that?
Yeah, let's hope so. That's the goal. So far, so good.
Matt Noon, how do you know Neil McPhee?
We go way back. I was an assistant coach with him back in 1991, but before then, I knew him from my college roommate. It's his oldest son, Dan. Been friends with the family for 30+ years now.
And so you serve in what capacity now with this?
Well, I just kind of volunteer staff guy with the Red Sox. Coach at Babson College for a full-time job. Got my start because Coach McPhee was good enough to me to give me an assistant coaching position way back in 1991, and had a good run with him, and then he helped me get the job at Babson and have been there ever since.
When did you come in for this event?
I've been here for a week.
For a week, and when will you go back?
I'm done after today's game.
All right, good. That sounds like a lot of fun. Are you going to enjoy the day? Is it going to be an interesting day for you?
Yeah, it's always fun to see how excited the college guys are to play the Red Sox, and to see Coach McPhee in his last year looking good as ever. It'll be fun to see.
This sounds like a good time for you. Thanks for this.
Thanks.
It's going to be a tough act to follow right there, Peter. You put a little pressure on me. 29 years ago, the baseball gods blessed me by bringing me back to my alma mater. And what a university we've become. From my days on campus as a freshman in 1961, commuter school, first generation, all of us in here most likely, to a top 50 school in this country under President Aoun. How could any of us sit here and not be so impressed with that? And for me, the pride of being an alumnus here is just I can't find the words to thank this university for what they've meant to me in my lifetime, and to think that another Northeastern alumnus is going to take this over. Mike, who played for me and was a Hall of Famer, as Peter just said, it couldn't be better than to go from Tinker to McPhee to Glavin. You know, if the old baseball fans recognize Tinker's to Evers to Chance, this has a similar ring to me. One last thing before I turn it over to our captains, and Chris Carmaine is going to speak to you a bit later. He's one of the captains, and the two Lyons brothers, Sean and Connor, are the first brother combination captains that we've had in the program. But before that, the baseball gods also blessed me, and amongst this crowd of alumnus and friends, I would like to recognize my wife of 48 years. She's sitting there with Paul Lepley and his beautiful wife, Virginia. Could you stand up, Sharon? Because she has been like most successful people, there's usually somebody there side by side supporting you, and she has been our family's rock for all those years. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you will be able to support the pavilion. I wish I had another 5 years left to see that when it goes under construction, but I'm so happy for Glav that he's taking over a program with an absolute first-class facility.
We just want to take a special moment to acknowledge one of our own, Neil McPhee, our men's baseball head coach, who after 29 years of loyal service will be retiring from his position as men's baseball coach. Over that period of time, Neil has been inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1980. He's the winningest coach in any sport in Northeastern athletics history. He's had 19 winning seasons. He's had 5 conference championships. He's had 3 NCAA tournament appearances, and he's had 14 players drafted in Major League Baseball's draft. So, needless to say, it's a wonderful career and a legacy. I'd like to ask a peer and colleague of Neil's, Janet Swanson, who's also a member of our Hall of Fame, to come up and join me in presenting Neil with a token of appreciation that Janet put together herself. She's a talented lady. She's a wonderful ambassador for Northeastern, a former student athlete, a former coach. She started our rowing team. She was the swimming and diving coach for many years, and So let me first acknowledge Janet for all that you've done for us and the way you've gone about representing Northeastern athletics, but also allow you to present something on behalf of all of us in athletics to Neil McPhee.
Neil, on behalf of the former coaches that I represent, the present coaches, we wish you the very best. And also, this is a little remembrance of here in Florida. You travel around, but this is sort of your southern home, I think. You've done a lot for the team playing down here, and we appreciate it. So these are little memories of JetBlue and your time down here.
Thank you. Great.
Thank you, Janet.
Coach, let me tell you, you have been a great coach, but more importantly also a great educator. You know, I see the captains, I see the players, and I see the impact you have made on them, and it is tremendous. Over the years, you have really trained men who we are proud of. And we want to thank you one more time for 29 years, but also for your involvement. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
May we guard her from us.